I know how it feels to live in the fear of being cringy, being embarrassing, or being judged by other people. I know exactly how it feels, and I know it's not a good feeling. And I also know how it feels to be free. To be free of what are they gonna think about me, what are they gonna say, to be completely free and live life on my own terms and do whatever I want to do, say whatever I want to say. I know how that feels. And now that I'm out of it, I can see my friends and the people that I know who are living in that cage, and I know how hard it is. It's so hard to think over and over and over again about, is it going to be cringy if I start that business? Is it going to be embarrassing if I just post this? Or what are they going to say? What are they going to think? Or are they going to judge me for it? Living a life like that is not easy. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you how you can break out of that cage of fear. So listen closely to everything that I'm about to tell you right now, because I want this to be the last time you're going to think if it's cringy or embarrassing or what are they going to think of me. I want it to be the last time that you are gonna think that way. Here's the first thing that I want you to realize. The people who are always ready to cringe at others, you know the kind of people that I'm talking about, right? They're just always ready to cringe at other people. Their life is so hard. Trust me on this. They're living life on the hard mode because they have put themselves in this cage and stopped themselves from expressing themselves for such a long time that when they see another person do it, it stings. It feels uncomfortable to them. They can't take it in. They have tried expressing themselves before and it was hard. So what they do is they make themselves blind to it. They won't say, oh my God, this person's expressing themselves. What a brave thing to do. That is so brave and so amazing. They won't say that. Because let's be honest, we are all trying to live our truth. A life where the things that we say, the things that we believe in and things that we do are right. There are people who believe in God and there are people who don't believe in God. But to them, what they believe in is right. That's the truth for them. Nobody wants to live a life where the things that they believe in or things that they do are wrong. Nobody wants to live like that. So when these people, when they see someone expressing themselves, what they would do is make them blind to it and say something like this, oh my God, I wouldn't do anything like that. That is so embarrassing, so cringy. Because if they did acknowledge that what this person is doing is something that they have always wanted to do, which is expressing themselves, and it's a brave thing to do, if they did acknowledge it, it would mean that they have the same resources, same capacity, same ability to do it, but they're not doing it. That will create something called cognitive dissonance in psychology. People want to live a life where their actions and their beliefs match up. If there's a mismatch between the action and belief, then that would create this uncomfortable feeling, and that is called cognitive dissonance. So what people often do is instead of changing their action, they would change their belief, because changing action is hard, right? It's not an easy thing to do. Okay, let's just pretend I am this person and I have a belief that putting myself out there and expressing myself is a brave thing to do. It's an amazing thing to do. I believe that. That's my belief. And my action is like, I'm not putting myself out there. I'm not expressing myself. That's my action. So they don't match up, right? That creates this uncomfortable feeling. I don't like that. So what do? I wouldn't change up my action because that's a hard thing to do. It's not easy. So instead, I'll just change my belief. I'll just believe that putting myself out there and expressing myself is cringy and embarrassing, and I will not do that. So now my actions and my beliefs, they match up. And this is what is happening. Now I want you to think of that person that comes to your mind when you're about to put yourself out there. Post that picture, that video, start that business, record that song. Who comes to your mind? Think about that person. Now think that they are thinking about you when they're judging you right now. First of all, the chances of them doing that right now is very low, because there have been countless studies conducted on how we overestimate how much people think about us and judge us. There's certainly something called spotlight effect, where we think that people are always thinking, they have their eyes on us and they're thinking about us and judging us, but in reality they're not. Honestly, we don't need any studies to prove that, right? Just look at yourself. Look into yourself. How many times a day do you think about yourself and your life? You're thinking about, did I say the right thing there? Did I say something stupid there? Did I do the wrong thing? We're all analyzing and thinking about ourselves all day long. So people don't have that much time in their day to just constantly think about you all the time. Okay, but now I'll be honest with you that people do think about us and make judgments about us because that's what we do as human beings. We like making judgments about people when we see them. When they see something that you're doing right now, they might be judging you when they see something that you're doing. They might think about it for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, but that's it. After that, they're not thinking about you. Okay, now let's just think about the scenario where they are judging you or where they think that you're so embarrassing. I want you to know that you actually have two images. You as a person, yourself, has two images. This is how I like to think about it. The first one is who you actually are. At the core, your essence. That's the first one. And the second one is how the people around you see you. That's the image that you project to everyone around you, your family, your friends, and the people who see you online. This is the image that is outside of you, and that's the true essence of you. Whatever people think or say, or the judgments they have about you, is the image. It's not you. You know your true essence, what you actually are, right? So this one, some people might have really amazing opinions about it. Some people might have the worst opinions about it. Whatever that they have is the image, is what the people outside see. Everything is coming onto this, not your true self, not who you actually are. It's just your image to the outside world. And whatever they say, it stays there, it doesn't come here. Okay, now if that doesn't make you feel better, let me tell you something. This person that you think about when you're about to start that business or post that video on social media or do whatever you want to do, that person that comes to your mind, right? Just think about them. Think about them right now and look at their life. Do you want to live their life? Do you want to live the life that they live or the life that you want to create for yourself? If it's not their life, then you shouldn't be spending a single second thinking about what they think or what they say about you, because their life is formed from their beliefs, their thoughts, and their actions, right? You shouldn't be replicating that if you want to get to your dream life. So when you have a clear vision about how you want your life to look like, it is simply a waste of energy to sit there and think about what this guy or this girl from work or school thinks about you. So now here's another thing that has genuinely helped me feel better. The reason for why you believe that this person might be making judgments about you or might be thinking that you're embarrassing is probably because you've heard them talk about others that way. You've heard them say stuff like, oh my God, that's so cringy, that's so embarrassing, when they see others expressing themselves. That's probably why you have this feeling that they might be judging you the same way as well. But doesn't that say a lot about them and less about you? That says a lot about the kind of person that they are, what their life is. They have caged themselves and stopped themselves from expressing for such a long time. To see another person do that is so uncomfortable. Their brain does not want them to live an uncomfortable life. Their brain wants to make them safe and comfortable. That's the brain's job. So the brain is automatically going to cover it up and say, oh my God, that is so cringy, that is so embarrassing. That's it. This says a lot about them, their brain, and how they're living their life, and nothing about you. Now, most importantly, I want you to take everyone off the pedestal. Your cool friends or your family, anyone that you see online, you're not putting anybody there except for yourself. I used to always ask my friends if I wanted to post something on social media or if I was about to do something. I always asked my friends' opinion on it. And there were times when my friends did stop me from doing stuff because they thought that it was not good enough. But now that I've taken everyone off the pedestal, there's no one up there for me. I can see that my friends, they are confused. They're letting their own fears stop them from doing a lot of things that they really want to do. And that's why you should listen to yourself. The reason for why you had a good thought about doing it is because you probably like doing it and you probably want to do it. So don't look for a second opinion or anyone outside of you. You don't need that opinion. Everything is within yourself. You just need to start listening to yourself. And now, the ultimate truth that I want you to know is whenever you have that feeling, whenever you cringe at yourself or you're like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. When you have that feeling, that is the biggest indicator that you're growing. Because when you do this and it makes you so uncomfortable, it's telling you that you are about to grow. Discomfort equals growth. You've probably heard it and seen it so many times, but I want you to staple it on your brain that every time you're uncomfortable doing something and you know it's gonna make you grow, but your brain says excuses like, oh my God, that's not gonna look good, or that looks stupid or dumb or whatever, your brain will try to bring those reasons up. If deep down you know that that's what you want to do, then you should know that taking that step is a step towards your growth. You're uncomfortable because you're growing. And now I also want you to understand that any person that you admire, anyone who you feel like has made it, has had to go through that phase where they were cringy and embarrassing. There is no skipping that step, because whatever you do on this planet, it is gonna look cringy and embarrassing to someone out there. Not everyone's gonna feel the same way about everything that you do. We just have to be okay with the fact that it looks embarrassing to them. What about it? It is embarrassing to ordinary people when you do something out of the ordinary. But if you want to create and build a life that is extraordinary, then you have to do things out of the ordinary. Another thing that I want you to understand, maybe if you can write this down right now, please do. Or maybe you can note this down somewhere right now. I want you to know that there is no truth. Whatever you do repeatedly becomes the truth. Even if it's the most stupidest, dumbest, craziest thing in the entire world that you're doing, you can still make that the truth. Because in the beginning, people might say, that is so weird, that is so cringy. But when you consistently, repeatedly keep showing up that way, that becomes the truth. A great example for this is Crocs. Crocs in the beginning, it was considered ugly. People thought it was weird and nobody would wear something that ugly on their feet. That's what people used to say. But now when you go out, 2 out of 5 people are wearing Crocs. And honestly, if we look at our lives, there were artists or creators who we didn't really like in the beginning, right? But somehow we ended up liking them without us even knowing it, right? It's because they consistently, repeatedly showed up as that person. And as we kept seeing them, that became the truth. Okay, if you decide today onwards, you want to be a certain type of person and you want to show up like that to the world, in the beginning, it is gonna come off as weird to some people. But if you keep consistently showing up and keep doing that repeatedly, that becomes the truth to people. People just believe that that's who you are or that's what you are. I remember something that I saw on Pinterest. It's something like, all you need is the audacity to suck at something in the beginning. Whatever it is that you're doing or saying, you just need to have the audacity to be bad at it in the beginning, and you just gotta keep sticking to it until it becomes the truth. So if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this video, is that embarrassment is the cost of entry. If you want to enter into something, anything that you're doing, if it's the business that you want to start or the content that you want to post or your singing career that you want to start, whatever, okay, whatever it is in the world. So embarrassment is the price that you pay to enter into it. So whatever it is that you're gonna do, you gotta be ready to be cringy and embarrassing. We're gonna do this together, okay? Today onwards, I'm gonna do anything that I think is good. If I think it is good, I don't care if it's cringy or embarrassing, I'm just gonna do it. And I want you to do the same as well. So let me know down in the comments if you found this video helpful, and also let me know what topics you want me to talk about so I can make videos that you find helpful. So that's everything that I wanted to talk to you about in this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.